Okay, I think I found out something that's been bothering me for a while is that how did the Egyptian pharaohs acquire chocolate and cocaine, which clearly came from the New World. And I'm looking at South America and I'm thinking, well, did they use the Amazon River as a highway into the jungle, up the river to get those products and then just scoot over to Africa? Thinking, well, how can that be? There's no evidence of them coming through here. They didn't leave any DNA. There's no A, B, or E, Y chromosomes through these parts. And yet they still had the chocolate and the cocaine. How did they get that? So it's bothering me. But I think I found out what the answer is. Let's go to the map. Okay, here's Egypt over here, right? And we see, of course, we know about Nimrod up here. We know about this other Cushite, this Andamanese over here, another Cushite, son of Cush. Nimrod's a son of Cush. This Andamanese descendant is a son of Cush. They have relatives up in Tibet, Burma, Paleo-Siberian, up in the Jomon, this D2, and all the way to the Japanese, the Ainu Japanese, D2. So that 1/3 of the Japanese population here of the males have a DY chromosome from this D over here, who is a descendant of Cush. The same as the C is a descendant of Cush, Nimrod. But anyways, here's Egypt over here. And of course they had trade for many years up and down through here. You can see the C2 goes all the way through the Austronesian island, the Micronesian C2s, the Melanesian C2, Polynesian C2s, and a C1. And we have statues. Before I get to that, anyways, we had all this trade going through here, right? From Egypt, or, eventually would get back to Egypt, I'm pretty sure. Because Egypt was like the center of civilization, and these would be the trade routes around through here, these parts over here. Not that there was a whole lot of trade, but there had to have been some trade. And some of the products eventually made it to Egypt, but it wasn't by way of this side. It's probably more than likely by way of this trade route here, this side, that reached these areas of South America. Got C3 up here. Or even if they had to go, even if the C3s, between the C3s and the C2s, and the other ones, of course, these other Japhethites, Y chromosomes, between all these people doing trade through here, and there's empty DNA evidence over here too. But anyways, it looks like this was the trade route right here, either up through here, which seems like a long voyage, or even across the Pacific Ocean. Because we do have statues, Polynesian type statue people, or even dark Andamanese type features in these people, in these areas, all these areas here, the Indonesians, Indonesians, Papua New Guineans, of course, Australians, and the Polynesians. So the faces of the Polynesians end up here in South America. So you know they were reaching South America from this side, one way or another. And to me, that's a fantastic voyage, if you ask me. But that's what I believe they were able to do, to bring the chocolate and the cocaine from these parts all the way to Egypt. That's how the Egyptian pharaohs got the chocolate and the cocaine. So that pretty much sells that, because they really probably didn't even know of this route here. This is all probably considered dark Africa. They didn't know that you could travel across the Saharan Desert, which would be another trip, or even up around here, past the Phoenicians, and shoot off over to the Americas this way, because there's no evidence of anything over here on this side. But there is evidence on this side. So that has to be the route where they got their cocaine from, and or chocolate, cacao, coca and cacao. So, so that seems to be the route there. So that's not bothering me anymore, even though that's a huge trip. Of course, it would be considered valuable, and that's why they buried it with the pharaohs. Okay, so what else we got here? We got the different families, which to me, this seems to be all Semitic to me, including this eye. The F F genetic distance connects to this tree here. FGHI. J. J seems to be exclusively Abrahamic to me, and even possibly the I is Abrahamic. Because Abraham is only 10 generations from Noah, anyways. The descendant of Ham. And of course, these are the modern population of Jews and Arabs. Y chromosome, Jews and Arabs, to be specific. And these could be the lost tribes of Israel up in Europe. Very likely, because they belong to the same tree. This I and a J, this I belongs to the same tree as the J, which is the Abrahamic tree. So I still think it could be Israel, the lost tribes of Israel, remnants. So, and of course, interesting how they have this. They got A, B, C over here, D, and then the E's. But the E3 is missing. E3 is Cush. Right here, E3 is Cush, and E3 is Mitzrayim, and E3 is Berber. So all these three main sons of Ham, Cush, Mitzrayim, and Put, they're totally missing from this chart for some reason. This chart, they're all three of them, the major hubs are missing from this chart right here for some reason. Guess they weren't able to do it, didn't have the money or whatever, neglected it, overlooked it. Anyways, we're looking for more information, but I'm pretty sure these Gypsies and Dravidian peoples are pretty much all Semitic. So these are pretty much all Semitic. These are Japhethite. All these are Japhethite. O, P, Q, and R. Notice how closely related Q and R are. R is the European, Q is the Americans. American Japhethites, of course, the Q's up in all the way up here too. At the Q, where's the Q? Q right here, and Q up here, over here, and all the way to the Americas. And then you have the R's over here in Europe. And see this H here is a Gypsy. This G is probably Semitic too. This is Japhethite. This Q2 is Japhethite. And of course you have R's up here too. And then they're trying to say the R's over here, these R's somehow, or these R's somehow went this way. Oh, what am I doing? Not sharing again? What's up? My screen's not showing. Thanks, honesty. I'm thinking, showing all this stuff, I'm not even sharing it. Anyway, so yeah, the three main people that are missing are the Cushites, the Mitzrayim, and the Put Phoenicians. Three main ones are missing from this chart here. Wait, that's mtDNA. This chart here. There's just an E1, E2, A and B. E3 is completely missing. Got one line of D here. And some C, which would be probably Nimrod. So these would be the GHI, FGH, IJ. These are probably all Semitic. Because I'm pretty sure that the Gypsies over here, the H's, and these people, G's and Dravidian H's, are Semitic. But they don't belong to the Abrahamic tree. They're on a tree of their own here. In fact, each one is basically almost on their own tree, except for the, we got the H. Yeah, the H kind of branches out. Got two branches of F, but they're really from the same location, and you got the G's. But I'm pretty sure all this is Abrahamic, so which includes all the Arabs and Jews, and probably the lost tribes of Israel in Europe here. Probably are all Abrahamic, while these are the rest of the Shemites. Okay. So yeah, let me go back to the trade routes again. Egypt had chocolate and coca, and so these would be the trade routes through here. All this range, the Indonesians and would be the Austronesians, Micronesians, Melanesians, Polynesians, as well as possibly going up around this way, but I think that would be harder to do. But it's a possibility to make this whole voyage here all the way down here to get the chocolate and coca. But I was thinking they were coming this other way up the Amazon River, but apparently not. As they would have been a lot easier if they knew about it. But they already had established trade routes all through here. And, they may have not even known the origin of the cocaine and chocolate. but it was just traded up through these areas all the way to Egypt. Okay, the D, here's the D, the Andamanese, Tibet Burman, Paleo Siberians, Joman, and 1/3 of the Japanese population are paternal descendants of Kush, because Nimrod and D is probably a descendant of Kush because they're the dark skinned people, Kushites. And of course, the E's and the A's and the B's never made it to South America because it broke apart before they started moving. But a lot of the animals did make it: the jaguar, the greater grayson, the aardvark. These are all animals common to both South America and Africa. They all made it. Not to mention all the other animals that are unique to South America. So, so that kind of like fixed that problem for me. Um, these are some of the sons of Cush, which would be Rama. Rama had a son, Dedan. I guess there's Dedan all the way over here. So any one of these Cushites, there's Sabta and Sabteca as well. These are all Cushites. Any one of them could have made it, or they could be representing the D, Y chromosome. Okay, see what else we can find here. Okay, we got basically the same thing there. Okay. There's something I'm trying to find. Guess I have to look for it. Or maybe it's here. Don't know if this is it or not. Guess not. Let me try this one. Nope. This one, maybe this one. Nope, I guess not. So, let me try this again. Yeah, there's a lot more information. Genesis 10, Table of Nations, Y chromosome, DNA. Okay, here we go. Put, father, the Berbers, Phoenicians, are Berbers today. Chadic would be like sub-Saharan African, probably from Kush. Mitzrayim, Egyptian. These people don't know where they are, but this Kush is Kushite. And then there's Havilah and Dedan. Kush, Havilah is descendant of Kush. Dedan's descendant of Kush. Just trying to figure out which one could have been the DY chromosome. And of course we have, where's he at? Nimrod. Where's Nimrod? He's around somewhere. Okay, Shem, you got Aram, Arpachad, Asher, Elam, Lut, Elamites, Joktan, East Semitic. Okay, Abraham's family adopts Canaanite, moves to Canaan, Hebrew. Of course, Hebrew supposed to have started with Peleg's father, Eber. It's not here. Another one here. There we go. Got Ham. There's Nimrod right there. You don't know where Nimrod went, but he was a king in Shinar, Mesopotamia. Probably never left Mesopotamia and Shinar, and he continues to be this CY chromosome up here that went all over the world because he was the king of the land. He was the great hunter, became great in the earth. He was the king in the land of Shinar, which is right here. Or actually, no, it's right here, but it's kind of like migrated this way and all throughout all the rest of the world. The C, C4, C2, and C3. And of course the D did the same thing out through Asia. And that's why you have like Polynesian looking people over here in South America, is because they obviously made it that far. It's probably how Egyptians got their chocolate and cocaine. To me, the mystery is solved. Anyways, you got Arpachshad, Sheila, Erber, and then we got Peleg. Joktan. Okay. But yeah, these are the sons of Cush. It'd be Shiva, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, Saptek. Rama had Sheba and Dedan. And then there was Nimrod, who was never left the land of Shinar, probably. So we have Cush, Mitzrayim, and Put, and Canaan. Canaan is the progenitor of all the Amorites, Jebusites, Girgashites, Hittites, Sinites, all these peoples here. Sidon and Heth. And I think some of this population became part of Israel, I'm guessing. And then there's Japheth, is Gog, Magog, Meshech, Tubal, that kind of area. And we have a map of that somewhere. Basically, yeah, Magog, Meshech, Tubal, somewhere around here. Anyways, Japheth went north. And Elam, Asher, these are Semitic. And except for, there's Peleg there, except for Nimrod, who was the king of the land, in the land of Shinar. This one here. Here's an old map, it looks like. Magog, Gog, Magog, Meshech, Tubal, Meshech, Magog. Those are Japhethites. And we have some of these are Hamites, the Havilah, Sheba, Dedan. And of course there's a Dedan up here, Havilah. The main Dedan is up here. And then apparently there was some here. So I'm wondering if the Dedan would be the Andamanese or maybe any of these other ones that are descendants of Cush. Of course, there's Mitzrayim up here and Put over here. This is Ham, Ham, Shem, Shem, and Japheth, Japheth. Just to get an idea of the ancient history. Mahdi, Gomer, Ashkenaz. I think I might have 1/8 Ashkenaz. Oh, there's Gomer. Okay, so I was trying to understand this map before. I couldn't understand it because it's not very clear. But this would be what, the mtDNA? I have to go back here and look at it. mtDNA phylogenetic tree. So that would be, this would be the L. M, or is this the M? M and N. Oh, here it is. Here's the N, M and N. I think that would be the color there. The N and the R. So this would be the Semitic population. This would be, or the Semitic mtDNA and the Japhethite mtDNA and the Hamite mtDNA. But it's too bad you can't read this to find out who this is. I'm going to find a better map. Yeah, so we have, this will give you an idea maybe. Give us an idea. We got the L, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is all Hamite mtDNA, mitochondrial phylogeny. Then you have the M, which would be the Japhethite, mitochondrial DNA, and the N. This would be the N. So I would be an H over here, which is the Semitic mitochondrial DNA. And then we have the Y chromosome. We got the Hamite, the Shemite, and the Japhethite over here. And there's the S. There's an, goes all the way to S. So it's A, B, C, D, E, and it's F, G, H, I, J, then it's K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, and S. So it's kind of confusing, but that's what it is. I have to do some more research here. There's L. Anyway, pretty much satisfied that it just dawned on me how how they were able to get the trades from South America, from Central and South America, all the way to Egypt. That's because they had trade routes all the way around this way. And they didn't have a trade route going this way. Because all the activity was going this way. Even two of the descendants of Cush never even went back to Africa. And they just traded all the way through the Indonesia, Philippines, of course, and Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia, all the way to America because they have huge statues here. So very early on, they reached out South America, very early on, and that's how they got the products to Egypt. Okay, Anthony Maurice. Maurice. That's the yeah. So that's about it, I guess. So I don't want to belabor this video. So I'll just go ahead and stop it here. And I hope everybody has a nice week. I was going to say weekend, but we're not there yet.